Hello and welcome to another Bandai Tamashii Web exclusive S.H.Figuarts Sailor Neptune from Sailor Moon. I actually got this a week ago. I'm just filming it now. Oopsies. But anyway, yeah, Bandai exclusive. Here's the back of the cargo shipping box thing. You know, these cargo shipping box things, any of you who collect these, do you keep these boxes? I'm conflicted about them. They waste a lot of space, and yet these boxes have become part of the collection. Even though this is the box to protect the box that you're collecting, and you shouldn't really care about this box, but it's become its own collector's item itself, the shipping box. So sometimes I'll get like a Bandai Premier figure, and then sometimes I'll have the box, sometimes I wouldn't, but the price doesn't seem to change too much. So how much is this box worth? If it isn't worth that much, or like, you know, there's no point in keeping it, I'm going to chuck them all away, because believe it or not, when you get enough Bandai premium stuff, these boxes start to waste a lot of space that I'd rather just leave. And also it makes it harder for me to stack boxes because the shapes are different. You know. Anyway, here she is. I'm gonna open this side as well. Bye tape. Yep, circle tape for all the girlies little stuff. I just figured this new standard figure series that incorporates the Bandai action figure art under the theme pursuing cat expression through human action. It's printed down there. I didn't even notice. I memorized the whole thing already. 20th anniversary Sailor Moon. There she is. Different poses of the actual figure, not the anime or manga. Top of the box. Bottom of the box. So even though it's a Bandai Premium, they're keeping with the whole Sailor Moon box art theme that's been consistent all throughout the release. So that's good. I like consistency. Which is why my channel's been going over so long now in the same format. Yay, I change things up a little bit only once in a while, but I'm keeping consistency. Simple style and heroic action, sure. Check this out. Bottom of the sea. This is the Hong Kong edition, and these surveys, I never get anything from them. Instruction manual. If you want to take a look, a lower look? What's a lower look? Closer look at the box art, instruction manual, and for the shoot the figure, please feel free to head over to the Facebook or flick a link in the video description below. Enough of that. So what do we actually get inside? Well, on the back we have the Sailor Neptune base, which I'm going to keep it stuck there. And this. So, let's see. Right. Let's see how easy or hard it is to pop this off. Oh, that came off pretty smoothly. We have this tray here, this medicine tray. We have the, just like the last Sailor. Whoops, there goes a mirror. This tray is almost identical to Sailor, was it Uranus? No, was it Pluto? No. What was the last one? Was it Pluto? I can't remember already. So yeah, the overall boxes very similar. The only difference is the last one has, I don't remember what the last one had. This one has a mirror, and the last one had a different item. But the rest of the tray is actually identical, which is I think is a good tray. No. Oops. Oh, come on, get that stick back in. There we go. So yeah, we have that mirror that keeps falling off. We have another folded hand piece, but this time is a slightly different shape. Folded hands, so they can both, her and her lesbian lover can both hold their hands, or if your American cousin, which is creepier. Pull her out. She has this one protective sheet here, one protective sheet. Oh, don't know which one goes all the way around her. Let's see, that's it. Very tall as well. Her legs look a bit different than the other ones. So yeah, there she is. There's the back of her mirror. If only that was actual reflective material, that would have been cooler. I guess you can do that yourself, like if you buy like oh, this folded hands actually separate. If you buy like let's see, like a foil sheet that you can just like cut and glue it on, and you have an actual mirror thing going on. Why is this hand separate, able to be separated? That's, I guess it's easier to plug in, but oh well. There, she has face, happy face, closed contempt face. She has her hands together praying, spray open hands, fists, flat hands. Let's see. These are still closed hands. What's the Not so closed fist hands. I guess mirror holding hands right there, and one sort of grabby hand to grab the breast of her lover, of course. Ha 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 ha. Excuse me. Articulation time. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Focus. There we go. And she also have contempt face. So head goes down, head goes up. Head doesn't really go sideways because it has that weird bevel text style joint, which I really hate. Can't really do a lot with her head. Oh well. At least her arms seem tighter. Rotate. So yeah, it's on a peg, so double peg system. Double elbow. Hands out on a little ball socket on a little swiveling arm. Torso on a ball peg. Bottom, this is also on a ball peg, so this seems to move a bit better than the last one. That's good. And leg goes down, no problem there. This leg goes down, no problem there. We now have the problem of the earlier sailors. So up, down, swivel, swivel, double knee joint. Foot is on a bevel textile joint, so up, down, just a little ball peg thing going on, which is really, really annoying. So that's that. So Neptune is one of the last sailors to come out. There's also Chibi Sailor and also Common Tuxedo, I think his name is in Japanese. The guy that Sailor Moon super fancies. Never realizes that the guy she hates is actually him. So there's only pretty much 2 left, really, unless they start bringing out villains, which I don't think they will. Her accessory count is pretty good. She comes with a lot of hands, although she doesn't have a left hand for holding anything, apparently. Bandai thinks she's only allowed to hold a mirror in one hand. I really hate S.H.Figuarts that do this. At least give me another holding hand. Just if I want to pose over something else, you can hold something else. I'm like, hey, hold this weapon for me for a sec. Nope, you can't do that because she doesn't have another holding hand. Although I guess if you do have one of the other sailors, all their hands are the same color, same size anyway, so you can swap around and see if you can do that. But apart from her hands, she only has 4 interchangeable faces, which is okay, but the last one had like an extra face for Moon to have lovey eyes for. As for her arm folding, her arms plug into the socket a lot tighter than the last one. In fact, it might be a little bit too tight because I can't get her to stand quite naturally with her arms folded. That's a little bit annoying. The fold in the middle, where the arm plugs into each other, doesn't plug too well. I can't get it to plug properly, so I might have to try and plugging in the arms first, and not actually separating the arms and plugging it into the shoulders and see if that works, because the shoulders are just a bit too tight. Because just like every other sailor, it's impossible for her to stand on her own without a stand because their feet are so small, and this is even more annoying because the past ones I've managed to get them to stand okay, but her feet seem too tight. I can't push her feet down on the surface and make them flat properly because they also have the really terrible sort of bevel textile joints. While it does hide the cuts and doesn't leave any large gaps in her feet and lower leg, it is really annoying to use. Ball pegs might have been better, maybe? Who knows? Her hair piece is a bit loose, and her face swapping is very tight. So when you're like doing some certain poses, you might knock her front hair off, and when you're trying to swap faces, you're gonna have to really pull that out and really push it in. And I mean, it's better to be a bit too tight than a bit too loose, but because it'll get looser overall after some time of use. But you might worry you're breaking it, but it's not so tight that it gets to that point. Some of you might worry. I'm not too worried myself because I've handled a lot of these figures by now. 130 now, S.H.Figuarts, at least. So yeah, her paint job is pretty good. I like the way her hair looks, the dark green and on the light green. It's really nice. There's a really nice tone going on there. Her skirt looks good, and the overall paint job is pretty nice. The prints on all of the faces are also very detailed and sharp as well, so no complaint on the paint department, and the molding detail is also pretty good as well. Not too many molding lines here or there. I can't really notice any actually, and I'm glad that her little shoulder sleeves are a lot tighter than the last one because they kept falling off, whereas here it's pretty tight, doesn't fall off at all, so that's great. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. Bye.